Greetings, everybody. My name is John Beersford. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer here at BrandPilot AI. And today I'm running a session called How the Google Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm here talking to you today because, as you all know, Google Ads is a $180 billion black box. And so today I want to shine a light into that black box to show you how some of your budget that you're throwing into that black box could be, misused and overspent. So we're going to talk about that concept. But before, to get everyone warmed up and thinking about the thing that frustrates us all, which is high CPCs, I wanted to throw a trivia question out to the group. And so the trivia question is this. The most expensive CPC in recorded history was Houston Maritime Attorney. And that was recorded only last year in 2024. I'd love for everyone to guess how much they think somebody paid as a CPC for the key phrase Houston Maritime Attorney. So throw your answers in. I'll give you a second to guess. And if you've also had really, really high CPCs, we'd love to hear about those examples as well. We're always curious to hear people's personal records. But for this one here, Houston Maritime Attorney is over $1,000. And this was only last year. And so as we see, this $180 billion Google Ads black box can do some crazy things at times. And so, like we said, we're going to shine a light specifically on what we call the uncontested paid search problem. I'm going to show you examples of when it happens and why it happens. And then we're going to talk about the impact that it could be having on advertising budgets around the world. And then finally, I want to give you a couple of examples as to how advertisers are fighting back against this flaw. And in the process of fighting back, they're recovering part of their Google Ads budget, which they can then reinvest in growth. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. But to kick things off, we'll just go backwards and start at the start. And we all remember that Google Ads is an auction, right? We're bidding on these keywords the same way we would picture people bidding on works of art in a gallery. And the point of it is what we all know, which is that you bid on these keywords so that if someone types in a key phrase like paid search tools, I want my sponsored ad to show up at the top, and then the next place in the auction shows up second. And so we can see an example of that. We've seen, hundreds and hundreds and maybe thousands of times, I'm sure, for some of us. But my question is this. What happens when you're the only one bidding? So picture yourself at that art auction, only you're blindfolded and you're putting your paddle up furiously, but you have no idea that nobody else is raising their paddle in the room. You're just bidding against yourself. What happens in those moments? Well, it turns out the CPC doesn't go down. It stays high. And here's what this looks like. So what you're looking at now is a search results page for one of my favorite brands, Yeti. You've seen this hundreds, if not thousands of times. But if we pay attention and look a little deeper, what we're going to see here is that this sponsored result is directly above the organic result. And this means that at this moment in time, when I Googled Yeti, which was this morning, nobody was in the auction at this moment in time. That Google, whatever CPC Yeti is paying right now, we would argue, should be too high because there is nobody bidding against you at this second. What's also important to note is that over here, you can see that even the shopping ads are uncontested. So at this moment in time, the carousel of shopping ads are only Yeti Canada. There's no competition either in search results or the shopping results. And so this is the phenomenon we're talking about. There's no competing ads, which means that in this, this is an example of what we call an uncontested paid search ad. And it's simply moments when the competition is absent from the auction. Now, you may ask yourself, well, how often is this happening to us? And you may be taking a moment now to Google your own brand and see if your sponsored ads are showing up, directly above your organic results, which means there's nobody in the auction right now. So how often does this happen is a really good question. And here, we've got the world's largest data set on the uncontested ad issue. So we're able to tell you that about 20 to 30% of brand keywords have no competition in the auction at any moment in time. Now, obviously, as you can imagine, it's a lot less for branded keywords, probably closer to 5%. But what's interesting is we've also learned recently that Google shopping ads suffer the same fate, where about 20 to 30% of the time, the Google shopping ad will not have any competition in the auction at any moment in time. And so now, you can sort of Google your own brand name, see if this is happening to you, and you can do quick, back of the napkin math on how much, you could be overpaying Google in instances of no competition. That's the bad news. But the good news is that with the advent of AI, advertisers are now able to fight back in a way that they weren't before. And more specifically, what these tools enable advertisers to do is you can now monitor the Google Ads auction in near real time. And what you're looking for are two scenarios. You're looking to find out what are moments when there's competition in the auction. But more importantly, what you're trying to do is identify these windows, these moments in time when there's no competition in the auction. And so now, if you were using one of these tools and you could do that, I would ask you, what would you do if you could monitor Google Ads in real time and figure out when competition's present or when it's 100% absent? Well, there's two obvious things. There's one obvious thing and one less obvious. But the obvious one people would do would be to suppress that sponsored ad. So we'll call it method one, would be there's no competition in the auction. So instead of paying, instead of running my sponsored ad, I want to suppress my sponsored ad and just let my organic take all the traffic. And that's an example of it here. In this case, you Google Nike and Nike's organic result is showing up instead of a sponsored ad. And so that's a really obvious one. In that case there, you're not paying that CPC at all. You're not paying anything to Google. You're just letting the organic result take all that traffic, which is fine. It's a great way to cut your budget right away. If your organic search ad really drives your business and there's no reason to want to have a sponsored ad, this is a great option for you. But in a lot of cases, the sponsored ads are really important, right? There's having two ads on the page. The research tells us having the organic and the page show up on the same SERP is really, really good. But more importantly, oftentimes the sponsored ad has the right copy, is running an offer, has the right links, creates the right buyer's journey. And so advertisers want to have that sponsored ad up. And so it turns out there's another way, and maybe an even more interesting way, you can combat it there. And we'll call this method 2. It turns out that you can retrain Google Ads to accept lower and lower CPC bids if you can break the auction into a version, a campaign where there is competition in the auction. So that's we'll call it a $2 CPC, and then create another one where you only serve that ad when nobody's in the auction. It's the exact same ad, but it turns out you can retrain Google to accept lower and lower and lower bids. So the same way if we were at a flea market and we were bidding on something and if nobody else is around, they'll sell it to us for less. And if lots of people are supply and demand, then it'll be more. It turns out that this also applies to Google Ads, which is phenomenal. So here's how it works. Typically you would be using AI to monitor the auction. When there's competition, sure, you're paying $1.39, great. But in those moments of no competition, you can actually use negative keyword lists to suppress your regular ad. We'll call it a business as usual, the expensive one. And then replace it with a campaign that is only ever served when no one's in the auction. And even though it's the exact same ad, it turns out you can retrain Google Ads to accept lower and lower bids. So you would say, listen, I pay $1.39, but you know what? No one's in the auction right now. I really don't feel like paying that much. I think I'd rather pay $1.02. And then sure enough, Google will accept that new bid, and then you'll be able to run your ad for $1.02. Ideally, you want to run that ad until sort of search impressions stabilize. But when they do, you can now say, oh, you know what? It's been a couple of days. I've changed my mind. I don't really feel like paying $1.02 anymore. I'm going to pay 78 cents instead. And sure enough, you can, Google will now accept 78 cents. So it's a systematic process that can be used to hypothetically get your ad down to 1 cent. I know for all of our clients, our goal is to try and get those uncontested search ads to a CPC of 1 cent. And it's not hypothetical. Hundreds and hundreds of brands you all know are using it. This is redacted data from a company you absolutely know. They're a B2B company, but all of us have used them before. And what we're able, and they've got a category keyword where like their brand keyword is kind of like Kleenex, right? Everyone puts it in for that category. So that traffic was pretty significant for them. But they were able to lower their CPC by 48%. And the most important part is because you can now do this in near real time, there's no loss in impression share or ad clicks or revenue or any of those metrics. And so you can see over time, your impression share, your traffic, clicks, your revenue, all that stays able to stay the same. But you're able to lower your CPC simply by replacing the expensive ad with a clone in those moments of no competition, and then bidding, we call it bid walking it down to 1 cent. And so the results there from November to February, they were able to lower that CPC from $2.82 all the way down to $1.46. And so it's not a hypothetical. Some of the biggest brands in the world are doing this every single day. So the exciting part for us is that now with AI, which you may like AI or not, I guess I'm torn. But it's great to know that there are now tools out there that finally give advertisers a peek behind the hood into Google Ads to at least understand what is their competition doing in real time. Instead of looking backwards at what your competition does, how can we predict and then verify when competition's in the auction and when they're not, right? And by doing that, you're able to lower the cost. You can either suppress your sponsored ad and let the organic take it, or like we said, there's a phenomenon now where you can have your sponsored ad stay up 100% of the time. Only when competition's there, you're paying $1.39. When competition's absent, you're hopefully paying 1 cent. And so the whole point is all of that is able to go with no loss in clicks, conversions, revenue, anything in your paid search channel. And the idea of all of this would be to reclaim some of that budget you would normally be paying to Google Ads so that you can reinvest it in growth. And so you can, smash your KPIs, reach all kinds of great new growth targets, and without having to go and ask for more budget from your executive team. And then the part, I guess, that's also interesting, and we covered quickly, is that this technology can also be applied to search and shopping ads, which is pretty timely for our Christmas-themed presentation here today. But once again, in this case here, if there's no competition in the carousel of available shopping ads, you can replace those shopping ads with an exact clone that you would have at a much, much lower CPC and saving budget on those transactions. That's the whole point. So we're sort of getting into a time here now, but if I was to summarize what my goal was for this session and for you, one was I simply want advertisers to be aware that competition for brand keywords is not constant. In fact, it ebbs and flows, whether they're doing a bid strategy using PMAX or ROAS, or they're doing manual bidding. There are these giant windows and gaps where there's simply nobody else in the auction except you, and you're bidding against yourself. So I really wanted to make sure people know that this is happening every single day. The second piece of it is you should be aware that there are tools out there that allow you to now monitor the auction in real time. And like we said, you can detect when competition is present, more importantly, when they're not. And when they're not, there's ways to really optimize and lower your CPC without having to sacrifice any of your traffic, just by simply either suppressing it and letting organic take the traffic, or like we said, this bid walk down method where you can lower the CPC for a sponsored ad in real time. And that's a pretty exciting option for many advertisers. The other part we like to add on here is that if you knew that this ad was going to be shown in the auction only when competition was present, would you change what you say versus when this version of the ad will only ever be shown when competition is absent from the auction? So it allows you to do some creative things like that, all based on the behavior of your competition at any given time. So that's it for my presentation. It was a pleasure to chat with everyone, and I hope you enjoy the rest of SMX Next.